You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey. DJ Dork Genius.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com.
If you're enjoying the show, remember to give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend. Right now.
Yeah. Something special. From the heart. Couldn't keep it in, you know? So I had to let it out. So I had to do it this way. Have you ever lost someone that you love so much it had an impact on your life? No matter how hard you try, it really hurt inside. No matter what, it don't sit right. Oh, Melly, I miss you. Never forget you. Melly, I miss you. Till we meet again. Have you ever lost someone that you love so much it had an impact on your life? No matter how hard you try, it really hurt inside. No matter what, it don't sit right. Oh, Melly, I miss you. Never forget you. Melly, I miss you. Till we meet again. Yo, sorry that I took so long, but I know you patient, looking down with a smile so proud, what pet and raven. I used to hate your tombstone, cause your picture brought hurt, but don't curse, cause now we use a gravesite as a safe haven. Your loss is detrimental, truth is, it still is. Wondering in your reaction how your nephews got big. Reminiscing how you used to drill them as kids to respect with a good perspective and how to live. And your nieces, all sis, they so beautiful, and catch mom teaching the manners like how you would do. Speaking of mom, she's not the same since losing you, and damn, what a change amongst the fam since a funeral. And trust, I hate to be the barrier of bad news, but what's good news without bad news? It's not cool. It's funny how the anger supersedes intelligence and get in between, and what's important and relevant. But that's another story. As for me, actually, I'm doing things differently, rather than street strategy. And I promise to look out for our family and stay home without giving reasons to pigs canning me. I swear it damaged me to know that our last hug was through the prison system, departing when times were so bugged. And through it all, you never judge. Wrote letters describing how you was excited that my date was coming up. I can't stress enough on how much you miss, even though you're not around, but through me you still exist. But then again, I know you're here watching over me, so I'm looking up to say I love you, sis. Come on. Have you ever lost someone that you love so much it had an impact on your life? No matter how hard you try, it really hurt inside. No matter what, it don't sit right. Oh, Melly, I miss you. Never forget you.
I don't know why it feels like a Friday right now.
Till we meet again.
Tell me, do they come in black? I said, tell me, do they come in black?
Send that fire, y'all.
These white joints, but check for me. Respectfully, I said, tell me, do they come in black? Tell me, do they come in black? I said, tell me, do they come in black? I mean, these fit real good, but please tell me, do they come in black? I mean, tell me, do they come in black? Okay, I like black Timbs and black hoodies. We righteous, but do some bad to stack the goodies. I'm proud of me, cause I'm loose, I know what it could be. Won't tell you how long it takes, till it's how long it took me. Far from a rookie, I'm seasoned, they tried to cook me. Half baked, making movies, they tried to book me. I almost lost my whole empire, fucking with Cookie. I feel it in the air, king he should be. I'm back on my bully, I'm feeling shuggy. Cold hearted, but the heat go bang. I packed the Roscoe Pico train, so Duke stunt and get his ego slain. We had to learn the pain of losing our amigo, and we shed the blood that watered the root of evil. Never mind what that fruit gon' do to sheeple, who could soon pass the point of no retrieval. And these pussies got the goal enough to giggle. Screws loose, fuck it, go ahead, dismantle that. Cancel that. Stranger things, God hand me my wings, I'ma hand them back. And say, tell me, do they come in black? I said, tell me, do they come in black? I know y'all got some in the back, could you check for me? Respectfully, I said, tell me, do they come in black? Tell me, do they come in black? I said, tell me, do they come in black? Please excuse
Send
my
that fire right now to my email. Blah.
Yeah.
What up, y'all? See y'all.
NASA took off, nigga. You ain't heard?
How y'all doing tonight, man?
Keep on. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, try and tell me something, ain't did nothing. Fuck, nigga, where you at? Yeah, crabbing the barrels, I'm telling what levels. They pull you back down to their level, do better. I am so down for the come, no letter. That money talk, fuck, nigga, shut up. Try and tell me something, ain't did nothing. Fuck, nigga, where you at? Yeah, crabbing the barrels, I'm telling telling with levels, they pull you back down till they never do better. I ain't so down for the come on, no letter. That money talk for niggas, shut up. Try to tell me something.
Let's go.
Hey, try to tell me something.
Hey, I'm the only nigga you know that be blissing Balenciaga. Kuna Matata and no one go hard on my mother. You know we got goons and goblins in the field with the chopper. We caught him slipping, put a shell in his eye, get in love with money, moving bell in the projects fate. Nobody expect me to get it, them teed up. You know how I flex in your city. We be flooded with Christy and Britney. These addicts got me at the vertical limit. I used to believe in the swipe of a visa. Hey, now that I hop on these jets and I get to these bags, 100 rats for these features. These niggas like crabs in the bucket. While me and me go fuck the baddest, it's nothing. We sharks out the water, our diamonds is custom made. NASA just came back to earth just to let all you fuck niggas know that you fake. Made some mistakes in my life, but this currency somehow got me stuck in the race. Why in this high? I said, bitch, don't you read, cause your life could be gone in the blink of an eye. Know I'm the shit and that's 365. Norfolk, I'm holding it down for the sack.
Try to tell me something, ain't did nothing. Fuck nigga, where you at? Yeah. Crabbing the barrels, we telling with levels, they pull you back down till they never do better. I ain't so down for the come on, no letter. That money talk for niggas, shut up. Try to tell me something.
All genres are accepted, by the way. Send that fire in, whatever genre you're in.
Wanna be rappers, bury style, anybody riding in the back of a black hearse. Show them who act worse for spitting that whack verse. Similac in a nursery rhyme style, and that's work. Nah, y'all some retards. Extends in Viagra mixed in your pen, ink, and your shit ain't hard. Radio shit's been watered down. Lazy your lyrics are lackadaisical ways. Murdered by underground real lyricists. Only the ill feeling this when you rated your rappers a slave in the label ventriloquist. Pour some gasoline up on your rap style. Go straight to a verse, a light a match up in your lab. Your shit's hot now. I can't stop now, the hip-hop cops, they know the slam shit knock. I'm a problem child, deaf to the radio waves. These mainstream rappers in a cypher with my crew. A piece of mangy, no names. You got swag and you turned up. Pop the molly and you're sweating with a ratchet in a strip club. With your tight pants on, begging a DJ to play Drake and one of your favorite motherfucking dance songs. Fuck that, I ain't about that life. Underground MC, straight crack that mic. Rappers are gimmicks now, money vultures. Graffiti written on the wall reads what happened to our culture. It's wearing skinny jeans now, auto-tune, nursery rhymes, and elementary beats with all the same sounds. What happened to the creativity with DJ?
Why do I miss you?
I didn't mean to play this one.
Why am I drinking?
Let's go. We got 1 minute and 56 seconds till we officially start. Countdown is...
Oh, I'm mad. Oh, I'm mad at the fact that you lied to me. Oh, I'm mad at the fact that I miss you. I'm at the bar and I'm drinking. I feel like I'm sinking. It's 2 a.m. and I don't feel like leaving. You're the reason that I'm drinking again. Who the fuck that dude you with? I ain't never seen them or your new friends around. How is it that I love you but I hate you right now? If you want that much attention, I'll give you that clout. Fucking with the real one, you know what I'm about. I hate getting hoarse, why you made me shout. I could be the man, that's my old days. Why you going back to your old ways? Hit a 60 on a 45. You ain't never changing and it's no surprise. I've always been there for you, you're my alibi. I heard you deep down, know you know I'm right. But at this moment, I'm chugging the fifth and I'm going. Doing my shit by my lonely. Serving on that proper 12. I'm mad at the fact that you lied to me. Oh, I'm mad at the fact that I miss you. I'm at the bar and I'm drinking.
30 seconds. You're almost
it's 2
there,
a.m. and I don't feel like leaving. You're the reason that I'm drinking again.
It is 23 seconds.
I'm bad. Yeah. Cosby.
15 seconds.
Hey, look. Had to do this in chronological order. Niggas couldn't kill me, they figured I was immortal. Niggas know they see us, they trying not to support us. Any smoke, bitch, I'm here for it all like a reporter. Niggas coming at me underprepared. I'm a fool how I lead these people under the stairs.
You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey. DJ Dork Genius.
Please send your records to ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com or get ready to die. Ha 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 ha.
Hello, this is Grimace. Be sure to vote 1 to 10 on all music beats and video played on the show. Okay, bye.
Autobots, share the stream.
All right, you already know what it is, man. Welcome to the stream. You already know. I'm your host, Nonsense, aka Dork Genius, aka Chris Nonsense, aka your mama's favorite dork, aka your dork for hire, aka El Dorky Corbon, aka Dorquizo Quince, aka your mama's favorite dork, aka your... listen, I'm just the dork have many names, man. We of course are streaming live on all platforms. I appreciate you guys for being here. Pretty much we are a live music reaction and review show for independent artists and producers around the globe. So if you guys need your music played and heard by others, if you got videos, yes, we can play all of that. Just try not to send anything that is or happens to be on the radio, right? So that just means don't send us artists who are already signed to a major record label and everybody already knows, like, you know, you could listen to them at any point in time and stuff like that. However, if you make music, if you got a homie who makes music, you got a little sister, brother, uncle, grandma, whatever, man, you know what I'm saying? If y'all make music, y'all can send it in, and that's to my email, ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com. Again, we review all genres, so don't be shy when you guys send to the show. It's 100% free as well. The only thing you would pay for, if any, is if you want to get your record played quicker or get more than one of your records played in a back-to-back fashion. That Cash App, PayPal, Super Chat, and
Birdman will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna chew through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put you where actual worms lie. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view. When I'm cool, better act like you surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries.
All right, and we do giveaways on the show if we happen to reach at least 100, 200, or 300 by the end of the episode. Also, the first 10 paid skips that do come through each episode, we will record and make them uploaded, you know, individual sort of like spotlight reviews, often known as the skipping clips on our show.
Nonsense will always be rapping these verses. Everyone told me get back in the circus. Everyone out doesn't rap with a purpose. This isn't real, man, I'm actually nervous. Aliens out here attacking the surface, shooting the schools and attacking the churches. Nothing we're doing is actually working. Look, Miley Cyrus is actually twerking. This is absurd and I'm always observing. I listen to words and I quick lift the turd.
Anyways, he said, Steph said, if your sister is your cousin, send a song in. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Freshness fresh. Welcome back. Always good to see you, man. Listen, you better send your vibes, man. Send your vibes, man. You know what I'm saying? Shizzle, man. Shine. Listen, hold on. Still sharing it out and stuff like that. And shout out to everybody, of course, tapped in. Again, we're live on the TikTok. We got YouTube and Twitch in here all at the same time. And we will be going for some time if we can or whatnot, man. It's 9 o'clock right now. It is a little bit later than I planned to go live today, but I should be live a little bit earlier tomorrow if you guys want to catch me on the other side or whatnot. But we did start, so we are gonna head right into that free line right about now. Funk Show brothers, listen, hold up, let me see what is foist, man. Who is the lucky victim number one? We read everything on a 1 to 10 scale. I need like a cutaway for that. We read everything on a 1 to 10 scale. All feedback is welcome. And if a record happens to be so crazy, right? And again, we never really want to hit these buttons, right? Understand that, man. So it's never any hate. We just want to be real when we're hearing something that needs a lot more work than you probably planned and then we want to, you know what I'm saying? If again, the mix is way too loud and we can't hear the artist, you know what I'm saying? The beat essentially sometimes, you know what I'm saying, is a little bit too busy. Maybe the artist and or the production is a little bit too repetitive. There are so many things that may make you want to skip to the next artist or song or something like that. Hashtag Dorky don't play that in the chat if you feel like it's one of those records that, like, and again, don't hate, like, for real, like just be like straight up honest. If there's something that you feel like is like 0 and below, right? Essentially, if we're doing on a 1 to 10 scale, if it's that 0 and below.
When these rappers try to make a clever song, no matter what they do, we'll never get along. Because the COVID now will never share a bomb. I've been trying to fix the rap game for the longest. I ain't gonna lie, man, your rap's really garbage. Speak what's on my mind, cause I'm actually honest. You feel this in your eye and your back and your arm check. I got shaved right up.
All right, let's see what we got. All right, Danny. We got Duality with All Tinted Remix 3. All right, hold on. Let me plot this right here. Oh, I mean, we have an opposite side too, by the way. If y'all love a record, just hashtag run it back or run that back. And you know, like essentially y'all know the records that you would like to hear again. Sometimes I don't wait for y'all. If I want to hear something again, I'm gonna run that shit back regardless. But you guys can incite it too, in case I don't. You know what I'm saying? Just hashtag run it back and we'll drop. Let me see, did I download? You did not download. What you doing, man? What are you doing, man? Where did you go? All right, All Tinted Remix 3. Let's see what's up. This right here.
Let the music play.
Nice. Already.
Summer's on the way. You know that I need more better days.
Like that.
So I won't make you stay.
Yeah, summertime's on the way. You could get it anytime, any place. I could taste the lemonade on your lips when you kiss me all over my face. Nobody could ever replace you. You understand the G and what he's going through mentally. Girl, you set me free. Girl, you let me be. Sending you some letters from a distance. You're the only one I'm trying to see.
Hard to find somebody real in the summertime. And I just might put my trust in you. If we make it out the summer, you'll get all my time. So let's just ride, just me and you. All tinted in the coupe.
What up, Yoda?
Got the stars in the roof. Tell me what you're trying to do. Cause I've been thinking about you.
Bernard, what up?
All tinted in the coupe.
That they ready, we can tap
Got the
10.
stars in the roof. Tell me what you're trying to do. It's just summertime. Let's just try and catch a vibe, or let's just do it. Don't overthink it. Got your hands all on my waist. Two-step water record plays. Don't keep me waiting. I get impatient for love. Hard to find somebody real in the summertime. And I just might put my trust in you. If we make it out the summer, you'll get all my time. So let's just ride, just me and you. All tinted in the coupe.
Hey, I put about this 1 to 10, and you know, feedback is
Tell me
welcome.
what you're trying to do. Cause I've been thinking about you. All tinted in the coupe. Got the stars in the booth.
What's the female artist name?
Tell me what you're trying to do.
I like her voice. Again, that was sent in by Dualities on the YouTube side. And it is called the All Tinted Remix. Overall, I like the, you know, production. I like the, you know what I'm saying, artists, you know what I'm saying, amongst mixed sounds, you know what I'm saying, clean so far. Does seem like something, you know, prime for a video. And you know, for a little bit of a, you know, kind of kickback, you know, party kind of situation or whatnot, right? You can play that a little bit in the club. And again, she just has a kind of sweet, sensual, you know, voice and sound that just, you know, kind of makes you want to hear more. And so definitely something freaking dope. Gonna be able to hear more with you and her potentially, if that's possible. You know what I'm saying? And Saidam also with that in there, you know what I'm saying? It said she got a good voice, man. This is we in here. You know what I'm saying? And you also give it a 9, man. Like, listen, I agree. I agree. Definite, you know what I'm saying? And I would like to see that live, of course, if she's, of course, willing. Yeah. I mean, nice song to start off the show or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So far, so good. All right, man. Let's go ahead and continue on back in the free line. And let me just always make sure that there's not a skip so we know. I'm about to say what? But yeah, so always remember each episode, first 10 skips will be recorded. Like it'll be an option essentially, because you guys can always opt out if you're just like, nah, because I'm still, like I'm subconscious about it or whatnot, and I don't want. But like, again, usually I charge a little bit extra for the skipping clip, which of course, if you're paying for a skipping clip, normally you can do that. Like the normal price will pretty much enter. After the sort of like first 10 like standard scripts are put in or whatnot. But yeah, if that happens, then we'll always make sure that we record it so we can really make sure that you guys become the content that is, the bulk of the show and stuff like that. Again, I wanted to find ways to make sure that I was, just putting out more, output on the, IGs, the YouTubes, the TikToks, and everything. And so, any, first 10 scripts that come through, we'll sort of like do it like that. Be patient though if you are in the free line and do not intend to do either of those things. But skips also guarantee you will not be cut. So people hit that dorky, don't play that. Good luck. Good luck. Nick Lowe, all I need.
Man, I'm just getting out of work, but what you got going on?
Got an official video.
Man, y'all probably must do nothing out there, man. I'm gonna get that free money. I'm getting free money too, man. I'm a little hurt, bro. I can't, my leg hurt, my body hurt. Everything looking all right for me. I'm trying to get out these streets, bro. I'm trying to do everything right. You know what I mean? I appreciate you giving me the job too, though, man.
This is Nick Lowe with all. Nick Lowe with all.
Right thing, man. Hey, listen, man. You gotta just try to keep your head up, bro. Cause just because you did that for me, you still got me positive too, bro. You gotta keep it pushing, man. So you help somebody else keep it pushing, baby. You feel me? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hold on, bro. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Hold on, bro. You might have to hold on for a good minute. But this ball man right here, man. Let's see what's going on, bro. Right? Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm at the house now. Yes, sir. I can hear you a little better now. I'm just getting there. What's going on? Oh, yeah, what's going on now? Yeah, yes, sir.
Like, I'll enter the.
For a couple weeks.
What up, Mark?
Man, come on, man. I've been out here trying to work my behind off all these kids and these bills, and you telling me I'm going to be doing my job? Yeah, I hope you have a good night too, man. I'm trying to do something for my kids, so you'll just let my job go like that for no reason. I mean, I wish you had some just gratitude in your own heart, just know how it would be just be in my shoes. But you ain't in my shoes. You in a better shoe. You in a better position. But God got something for me. You just watch and see and listen. I'm telling you, man. Over here, straight up, Nick
Jones. Yeah, man. Once again, Nick Lowe with All I Need official video. Probably the first video I think I've seen from him.
To get where I am now, cross some rough and rugged roads. Thank God I found knock me down. Trouble gon' come and friends drag you down. Don't worry, keep believing without a doubt. Jesus, I need him now. And strong out, kept searching for him, and I got him now. So every night before it's over, I bow down. Thank God that he kept me. Never afraid to call your name. Screaming, shout it real loud, loud, y'all. Never afraid to call your name.
Yes, sir. It's me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I talked to you earlier. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That'll be great. Yes, I will be. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. It's a privilege. It's an honor. Yes, sir. Thank you, girls. Right on time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now look,
turned around.
Don't be afraid of war with Jesus. It won't do nothing but help you. The problems around in your crazy bad days never gon' change, never gon' change. The situation gon' remain the same. Yeah. Just open your heart and call on His name. That's all you need. He'll set you free. Oh, I know it 'cause He did it. He'll do for you. Every day is gonna be some problems. And every day is gonna seem like it's getting harder. We trust and put our faith in God. And oh, even though it's hard, we just know that God, He gon' make it for us to get to the end, so we can be complete, victorious. And all of that, you know I do. I know you need it. You got to get God in your life. You got to turn it around right now. Time is not low. God is coming. God is coming. God is coming.
Like you have like a Life Jennings kind of vibe. With that Paul. Catch my feel that fucking is at the stoplight with the windows down. Hey. Sometimes I don't even know what the hell I'ma do, but I'm all up in this. It's cool, freaking. I don't even know if you really wanna this, but rip it up. It's cool, freaking. This is the song, and I wanna tell you that you kinda did terrific, bruh. Matter of fact, this song freaking could really get me inside and lift you up. Oh, you know what? I can hit this button. Right here.
Believe in your skin, believe in your health, believe in yourself. Believe in your talk, believe in your walk.
Dundee, open this holy water, hurry up and kill a problem. But these please, Dundee, you will never understand 'cause you ain't sweet and sour. But
This for every nigga with a passion. This for every nigga with a grind. This for every nigga with ambition. This for every nigga with a drive. Be great.
Sorry.
Be great.
Oh yeah, beatboxing and stuff like that, man. Listen, so essentially, like, you know, as I said, you have like a Life Jennings, you know what I'm saying, kind of vibe, like, you know, the raspy-esque, you know what I'm saying, kind of voice, but with the power, you know, behind it. You know, I've always told him also that he has, you know, that sort of perfect mixture of like street artistry and, you know, gospel, you know, music or whatnot. So it's like right in between, and, you know, is able to fit right in there, I think, with, you know, everything else or whatnot, right? I always say like there's some music, you know, that I really consider more church music, things that you can really, you know, that feel like you got to listen to it on a Sunday, right? But when you can make something that essentially can go beyond that and, you know, be listened to, you know, right next to the things that we have now, I think that it matters. And like, that's the key. That's really the key to any record that you guys, you know what I'm saying, do or whatnot. We can experiment, we can do all kinds of records, but if it doesn't sort of, you know, like, think of all the artists you know and have, you know what I'm saying, been out there, the ones that are on top now and stuff like that, and the ones that you know just like people have on their playlists or whatnot, right? And always ask yourself, any record that you have, like, okay, does this feel like it would, you know, be within, you know, that playlist, or is it more of a niche kind of situation where, you know what I'm saying, only this specific crowd over here might like it, yada yada yada, and really just try to, you know, see how you can maximize as much as possible if that's your goal. Some people love being the niche though. They love to sort of stay in a, like, very, you know what I'm saying, sort of small area of artists who do very specific things with, you know, the beats, how they rap, and like, by all means or whatnot, you know what I'm saying. But eventually, like, people want to see artists, I think, grow, and your ability to really attack more and different type of beats or whatnot. Again, XXX Tentacion, right? Like, man, again, I always talk about this because I think it's important, right? Like, you know, all the stuff that I had heard initially, you know, from him was more, you know, mainstream centric stuff, more of the melodic, you know, kind of stuff. So I never even knew that he, like, rapped. And he had stuff on the side with, like, Joey Badass or something like more hip hop centric as well. But those other things would have made me respect him more had I known, right? He just wasn't promoting that, you know, as much to really let people, you know what I'm saying, know or whatnot, right? I think sometimes certain artists get into that sort of, oh, these seem to be getting more streams than anything, so I'm gonna stick with, you know, this style or whatnot. And you just kind of get, you know, lumped into that sort of, you know, thing a little bit. But, you know, I think the fact that a J. Cole can still exist, the fact that, you know, an M, a Busta, you know what I'm saying, any other artists you guys looked up to, you know, from the 90s and up, the fact that they can still exist, right, like, means that people are still hungry for that real content, that real, you know what I'm saying, rap, like whatever it is that you guys do, just make sure that you take it serious, right? Only criticism that I really had was, you know what I'm saying, and I agree, it was a little bit of the auto-tune, you know what I'm saying, on this one, right? Just perfect it if you're gonna use it at all. In most cases, like, you guys can really sing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get the vibe that, you know, maybe you were raised in a church, and mostly, like, we listen to y'all do these things, you know, live, and are, you know, amazed by your vocal or whatnot, right? And I would prefer, just me, right? I would prefer Melodyne over auto-tune, just because, again, if it starts to feel like you're underwater or are a, you know, robot, you know, half cyborg, you know what I'm saying, something like that, you know, it, again, you start to lose a little bit of your humanity within or whatnot. We know there's it's a style, you know, a lot of artists we can utilize it, but, you know, at some point somebody has to stop, you know, copying someone, right? You guys have to, like, start a new sort of, like, way of making, you know what I'm saying, certain things. And, you know, even the type beat kind of situations or whatnot, producers are losing their own identity. You're making it so people don't even feel like buying the beats, because they feel like they can literally just get another one of the exact kind from another producer and just download it for free, right? So originality has to come back, right? You know, I'll be right here trying to help you along the way, you know what I'm saying? Cause I love y'all's music, and I want to see y'all win. So make sure y'all continue to tap in, and, you know, make some stuff pop up in the show. I'm gonna be rooting for you guys every step of the way. If I think anything needs work, again, y'all don't even have to listen to me if y'all don't want to, right? Just, like, let my opinion be one of the many that you know, just take note of or whatnot, right? And then, you know, see the overall consensus of, like, if a lot of people say the same thing about some of your songs, if maybe they say, oh, this feels like it would be in a movie, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's sort of the universe kind of telling you like, hey man, like sync license that thing, like make sure you got all your things in a row for that and all that good stuff. All right, let me see what we at. Me said, yeah, Melodyne is very nice. I'm an inspirational artist, indeed. Yeah, so I mean, just to give that education, man, you know, like, so Melodyne, just for those who don't know the difference, right? So again, auto-tune will most likely add the robotic kind of sound to your vocals, right? Melodyne allows you to make sure that everything that you're singing is on key. So in most cases, you know, you guys will use auto-tune for that same reason, but it adds an extra artifact that does make it feel, you know, a little bit more artificial. Melodyne is a little bit more natural and, you know, will allow you to, you know, kind of really sit in the right pockets maybe when you're a little bit off. Even though I'll always recommend, if you're ever off key, to, like, you know, to still re-record it and learn how to do it right, because you're eventually gonna have to perform the record if it becomes a hit, right? If that happens, you know, if every time you go on stage and do it, it's off key, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna be the talk of the thing or whatnot, right? It happened with Ray J. It happened with, you know, in the same verses that night, the other R&B artist who apparently couldn't sing his own song either. You know, it was kind of, you know what I'm saying, crazy. We say send a VIP, you know what I'm saying? I really should send in, you know what I'm saying, something from one of the albums or a new video, but I think this new song is really gonna be a vibe, you know what I'm saying, when I fix it, but I just literally did it and had to convert. I bet. Let's see what's up.
Whee! This is the story about a guy named Chris who makes beats. Don't believe me, homie, I made this. I'm on Twitch. What's the recipe for high-grade clips? I like Sprite when I got that cherry limeade mix. I'm mighty morphin' like a tiny orphan or a whiny dork, so get behind me, Portland. With high endorphins, better hide your cordless as I slide this sword into your eye. As I slide this sword into your...
Alright, hold on. Turn this off, my brother. Alright, let me stop. Feel like I'm losing my voice. Don't do it. The duality on TikTok, what up?
When I just got home, I need some blunts and Coronas.
Hey, Barry, noise.
Man, I just gotta get low. I like my trees in the morning, should be rolled by trees in the evening, trees when I just got home. You already know how this thing goes. Blunts and Coronas, runs up stoner. Man, I just gotta get low.
As far as fires like camping fever, we smoking heavy. You niggas never get clouds while I just walk the heavens. My blunts be faded with gold, but I ain't even flexing. Now I can't even help it. You niggas need a blessing. I start my morning with 2. You know I'm always chiefin'. I like my blessings in groups, but we don't call it cheating. I get so tired of games with them dames with no brains and appetite for $40. Shit's insane. I roll them plain plus getting brain. My vision hazy. I'm pulling strangers, netting change. It's so amazing. It's stranger things to catch my persistent language. Put pen to my pad and spill out all my anguish. Language which they can't get. Anything I came with. Feel like we in paradise, but I don't even know your name, bitch. Learned it off the muscle, had to hover on some pilot shit. Minding out of space, I left my rubber on the mother shit.
I like my trees in the morning, trees in the evening.
I got you up next.
When I just got home, I need some blunts and Coronas, runs up stoner. Man, I just gotta get low. I like my trees in the morning, trees in the evening, trees when I just got home. I need some blunts and Coronas, runs up stoner. Man, I just gotta get low.
Cabanas with glasses of wine and marijuana. I want some bitches that's dying from Phoenix, Arizona. Pull me up cause I smoke a lot. Pull me up cause a nigga need a fucking shot. In the middle of the day in the parking lot. Breaking down switches like a broken clock. They jocking and rocking my style. Niggas is wild. That's all you expect from your haters. But when niggas look at me now, bitches is wild. They smell the weed in my paper. We really be chiefing that loud. Rolling in pounds, light it and pass it around. Living our life above clouds, making these sounds. Can't hold a real nigga down. Fuck around my town in the Benz. Where the road ends, that will be mountains of winds. Watch as the party begins. Haters be lovers and friends, so now we gone with the wind. We hot boxing and pop locking, we smoke a fish shit. She keep it thottin' and niggas plotting like Rumble Stitch. They coming out, we 7 up, had to hit them with the pinch hit. Mary's such a whore, got the whole fucking bench slid. No need to make fame, go change, fake cool. Go with that lane, change, but never let it
Tryna get blow. I like my trees in the morning, trees in the evening, trees when I just got home. I need some blood, some Corona, run some stoner. Man, I just gotta get low. I like my trees in the morning, trees in the evening, trees when I just got home. I need some blood, some Corona, run some stoner. Man, I just gotta get low.
Tree. There's a lot of freaking times when I want you to smoke with me. There's a lot of freaking like times I'm like Oakley, freaking Dorky. People always be trying to poke the tree. And like there's a lot of people in back of the freaking shit. I don't even like think you really going back shit up. Matter of fact, you know what? Like there's people that want to tell you that. I like that. iTunes. Definitely another one I would have hopped on. I think like these records for him is like, you know, the bread and butter, right? You know what I'm saying? Like first off, like he is consistent with like, you know, the production that, you know, he you know, raps to. Would always feel like, you know, like again, if we're talking tight beats at all, right? I feel like he picks beats that work 100%, you know what I'm saying, for him every time, right? And it's within the vibe. He's within that like common, you know, kind of most def, you know what I'm saying, vibe a little bit. And when he gets on the 420 centric stuff, man, I feel like it's some of the best stuff. You just know the perfect vibe to get in, what to say within there. Chorus is of course catchy. Yes, it still needs an overall, you know, mix or whatnot. As he said, it's a little bit of a rough draft. He just recorded it, but he wanted to you know, send it in and you know, vibe out for a freaking second, and we did, sir. You know, and my gosh, man, again, I absolutely love that production, man. Like anytime I hear a good like piano, you know, riff or a couple of chords and stuff like that, it just it hits you and just, you know what I'm saying, that right place or whatnot. This is it allows you to, you know, if you're really gonna go in there and, you know, do something right. And he said, you and him, you know what I'm saying, going back and forth would be dope. So we do have, what's ironic is we do have at least, what is it? Do we have like 6 records? Do we have 6 records together and stuff like that? So I'm on a few of his albums and stuff like that. So there are records, and in that vein or whatnot, I love, as I say it, when I'm able to get you know, within there, and you know, again, he hits those things, you know what I'm saying, perfect. But for sure, you know, I appreciate that, and you know, let me know what's up with that as you progress. Are you working on another album as we speak, man? Like, listen, I am not letting another 420 go by without making sure that I have, you know, an album or whatnot. I wanna try to make sure that I lock in specific dates for albums that I do want to release, and then I want to make it a traditional thing, you know what I'm saying, if I can, right? You know what I'm saying? One of which, you know what I'm saying, like I always love the holidays and different things like that, because you can easily do a dope like themed album. I've never done a Christmas album yet or whatnot, so I'll definitely try to work on something for December. Halloween, you know, like I had always done something at one point, and then one day I freaking, you know, just stopped, but definitely want to do something then. 420, as I said, that's another one that I want to make sure I stick to as well. And then my birthday, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, every year on my birthday I should have an album at least, or an EP or something to just plop out. And like, again, whatever it takes. What up, YNO and stuff like that. Dude, I've got some stuff. You sent it in, man. You already know what it is, my brother. And so I said, it's been a minute since I've been here, man. Listen, always good to see you. And then would you say, yeah, so Duality said you was going in, and it was like trees all day? Like, listen. The dream when I was young, you know, was always to like, yo man, we'd love to go to Amsterdam, you know what I'm saying? And it was just for the freedom of just being able to sit on a park bench or whatnot and or in a restaurant and do like that always, you know, felt like very much appealing to me or whatnot. So in terms of the 420 centric or whatnot. Anyways, Yoda said refreshing, and then just needs some mixing tweak, but this one is solid, you know what I'm saying? And then we had to this taking a nap. I can, you know what I'm saying, rock with it though, whatnot. But see, here's the thing, man. You know, like if you know your stuff, like indicas and sativas are completely different, right? There's indicas, sativas, and hybrids, right? You know what I'm saying? Hybrids is right in the middle. Indicas will be the most, that's the one you want. You know what I'm saying? If you're really trying to freaking knock yourself out and go to sleep, you know what I mean? Sativas is the like, okay, I can stay awake while, you know, enjoying the effects or whatnot, right? So for those that like to clean their house, you know, for example, you know, and just, you know, vibe out and still, you know, be able to enjoy, you know, that's what it is. So, you know, get the right one, man. All right, let's get back in. We do have a skip coming up right now, and it will be a skip in clip or whatnot. Again, if you just randomly popped up right now, you are in for a treat, because the first 10 skips to come in to our show today will be recorded for the full reaction and review or whatnot. Unless you say, nah, I'm good. Nah, because I usually I'll post it on my, you know, platform. Go take a look at my, you know what I'm saying, my TikTok, you know, some of the posts that I have on YouTube and vice versa. All the platforms that we got, we will be uploading the review to. But let me get it all in first. Let me get it all in, all right? So artist, school featuring Prop Anon, or is it Propanon or Prop Anon? Let me know. Anon like Ganon from Zelda. Okay, put the name in here first.
Excuse me, are you Mr. Gabapaji?
Nah, I don't know who that is.
I think you're Mr. Gabapaji.
Nah, man. Listen, Mr. Gabapaji couldn't come to the phone right now. You know what I'm saying?
I know diamonds are the things that you wish that you had, but homie, I'm playing old school games where it's all up for grabs. You know me. I love gold. I got a big stick of gold where my thing used to be, just because.
All right, so I already plopped that one there. You already know what it is, man. Welcome to the skip and clip of School featuring your mom. No, I was playing. School featuring Prop Anon, or School featuring Propanon. You know what I'm saying? Whichever one is, we can, you know what I'm saying, switch it out. And this is with Carnage. Rate this in the chat, 1 to 10. Any and all feedback is welcome.
Welcome to our world. It's like carnage every day of the week. We study concrete in the city that never sleeps. Yeah, we bump beats, roll weed and twist trees. See the moon in our sight at 23 degrees. It's like carnage every day of the week. We study concrete in the city that never sleeps. Yeah, we bump beat, roll weed and twist trees. See the moon in our sight at 23 degrees. We spit hard boulevard, metaphorical vibes. Full of 4-letter words, pointing to the constitutional Construction of contraction, collusion of the youth, conformity more confused and depressed. No need to take it personally, they lack the new breath. He's just a free radical anti-everybody, theoretically, diametrically avalanche. Out of commission with just a bitch and Camaro. And the outer order tape recorder can't record my slaughter tape. But I'm on the map like a Diamexian invasion hexagram upon the mantelpiece. With each and every grain of sand with a man full awareness of these massive equations. So I put it in a verse, cause you know they can't take it.
Can't take it, take it.
It's like carnage. Every day of the week we study concrete in the city that never sleeps. Yeah, we bump beats, roll weed and twist trees. See the moon in our sight to 23 degrees. It's like carnage. Every day of the week we study concrete in the city that never sleeps. Yeah, we bump beats, roll weed and twist trees. See the moon in our sight to 23 degrees.
I'm 3x short of a dozen, loving what I'm doing. In this instance, my words got the power to change my position. I'm losing traction as I skip to the rhythm of this horn and bass guitar. Strike a match for the candle. Fuck Hollywood stars, a flock of sheep looking for the best nuts. Till I reveal the devil's dictionary covered in lust. Learn my art at an early age. Most of my brethren try hard, still can't make the connection. This is me unequally treated. Showing my might in the night for those who need it. Cause I feel it's insanity, I can't beat it. Fuck out of the nights I love and hopes I connect with the right thug. Mainstream's lovable attraction. Performing beacons on my words in hopes I don't miss. So I try so hard to make your words stick. Yeah, this motherfucking shit right here. Maximum carnage.
It's like carnage. Every day of the week we study concrete in the city that never sleeps. Yeah, we bump beats, roll weed and twist trees. See the moon in our sight at 23 degrees. It's like carnage. Every day of the week we study concrete in the city that never sleeps.
Like Cameron would get on this.
Roll weed and twist trees. See the moon in our sight at 23 degrees.
I feel like it's espionage game with no retail. It's like somebody cast a spell, speaking through a dry line cell. The fuck you so noisy for, bitch? Go to hell. See this block of lights, no Sharpie, and the tunnels marked up. We fight our battles with art, so mark up. We know, you know, we got eyes watching, plotting on my stigmata. My conspiracy was true to theory. Only unclear thing was the enemy send death threats that all ended sincerely. I tell them it's clear to me, but it's really unsustainable. They really just want the power to blame you. In other words, blame you. An awkward moment, a special flash. This social genocide spread like a rash.
Kill it. It's like carnage. Every day of the week we study concrete in the city that never sleeps. Yeah, we bump beats, roll weed and twist trees. See the moon in our sight at 23 degrees. It's like carnage. Every day of the week we study concrete in the city that never sleeps. Yeah, we bump beats,
like some of the industry artists or whatnot.
Trees. See the moon in our
I hear like Cameron, Busta Rhymes.
These cats are scientifically deluded, constantly confused. Couldn't tell the placebo effect upon the evening news from a double-blind experiment. Propaganda model, scientific manipulation of public opinion. A turbo mechanism, method dicted, ephedrine mind. Which set upon the TV, filtered through the focus groups. It's natural principle pyramid scheme of fear of women mating. Some drawing down the moon like Bruce Campbell with a broomstick shot. And what's your 40 out of handle playing Messiah on the radio? And my immortal beloved is just an audible echo effect, Pythagorean star tetrahedron. Reinstate what they can, and trees not trashing the vacant trigonomical box. Yeah, prop unlock Satori when the carnage gets hot. Like carnage. Every day of the week we study concrete.
How y'all feel about this one? 1 to 10, all feedback is welcome.
Yeah, we bump beats, roll weed and twist trees. See the moon in our sight at 23 degrees. It's like carnage. Every day of the week we study concrete in the city that never sleeps. Yeah, we bump beats, roll weed and twist trees. See the moon in our sight at 23 degrees. Yeah, yeah.
Yo, I was fucking with it at first like I was listening and I was like kind of liking the verse, but then I wanted to like randomly like just go up into the thing that I don't even like know if like half of y'all just single, like randomly just done some other shit. I'm also the only alien that randomly got thrown off of the mother shit. People like, hey dog, freaking, what does it smell like when your mother shits on your head? Freaking, you know, it's just one of those freaking things that you know that the kid should have said. I don't even know what to do, but man, these niggas is dead. Randomly just hopping in. I don't know what's happening. Listen, so here's the thing, man. Let's go ahead and clap a little bit. I was messing around. No plans whatsoever. Yo. Alright, so honestly, first off, you know, let's give a round of applause to that beat. That beat, bro. Straight up, you know what I'm saying, hip hop, it's hardcore. Like, it hits you in a certain way that makes you like really want to get in there and spit and stuff like that. Of course, though, I feel like everybody kind of got in there and just like freestyled. It felt like a lot of what you guys were both saying kind of felt a little bit disjointed in its placement, including the chorus, right? Like where the chorus sort of like came in at. It kept feeling like that didn't feel like it should have came in right there or whatnot, right? So, you know, in most occasions, right, and this is sometimes the producer's fault, because if they don't create an actual structure, if they just like loop something, for example, right? Again, like the artist will literally just do whatever and go wherever on the beat, and that's not good for the listener who like needs a little bit of freaking structure or whatnot. They need to know exactly where they are on the song and kind of just, you know, be able to get their bearings essentially. And so for producers, right, you need to create sections that are indeed choruses for real, like, you know, with that where the artist can tell, okay, this is exactly where the chorus is supposed to go. So as soon as this comes up, you know, there's no doubt in our mind that the artist will immediately go there and stuff like that. There were some places where you did get it right, and then other places where I felt like it just came in a little bit too soon, maybe a little bit too late. And then there was a portion toward about like 4 minutes and 15 seconds or so where like I guess you tried to loop the beat again to make more time for y'all, and like, you know, it skipped a little bit or whatnot, man. And that's one of those things where it's like, man, like, you know, it is a mistake that can happen. I often tell you guys to go back to the producer themselves to extend something if, you know, it's somebody else or whatnot, so they can literally, you know, do exactly what they need to do and in terms of that extension or whatnot, right? Because when you guys try it, sometimes, you know, you don't necessarily always hit that mark, right? It's either a little bit off beat, a little bit too fast when sort of like the beat sort of like loops back over, and so there's that. Again, this sort of like freestyle, the sound of it, you know, really feeling like freestyle. Again, I haven't looked at the chat yet, so I don't know if you confirmed that you did freestyle that or not. If it was written, then I still feel like there's a little bit more structure. Understand that I love lyricism, right? I love hip hop, right? So I respect what you guys did on there, and I predict that without the beat, right, you guys as an acapella and just like, you know what I'm saying, kind of saying your shit, like let's just spin some shit at the bus stop, like that shit would have been fire and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like we live for those moments, you know what I'm saying, right there. However, on the beat, when there are certain type of beats, people are expecting you guys to like write it, right? I asked for like who people could hear on that, because again, you know, certain artist styles and what they would essentially do. So some of you guys did think, you know, Busta, I don't know if it was like Crazy Bone or Twista or something like that, right? Maybe MOP. Like certain artists just have either good voice signatures for a piece of production, or you know that they can ride the beat while still saying dope shit, right? So creating that marriage, I think, is the most important thing. Even more, right? What do we always say on the show? If you're not rapping in a way where we are equally listening to you, liking what you say, and then we basically want to rap your shit, right after you've performed the song and we're listening to it again and stuff like that. If it doesn't have that and we're just kind of staring at you while you're performing what you're doing, then there's something missing there, right? You're missing that connection to the actual, you know what I'm saying, beat. People will still be able to hear or feel that hip hop, right? Understand that. But the connection that makes people go, he slid that shit, right? Outside of like, you know, maybe some of the energy that you guys do have. Like I can feel like you feel it, but where the words are going are not connecting as much as I want. Again, I want to be able to say that shit. I want it to just be randomly at the bus stop, on the bus, you know what I'm saying, rapping your shit, you know what I'm saying? And if it's too convoluted and not without structure, we can't really memorize that, you know what I'm saying? It becomes something that is more of a job to memorize than not. You know what wasn't a job to memorize? I bomb atomically. Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't define how I be dropping these mockery lyrically perform. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit right there was fun to freaking learn. All right, that's classic, right? Let me go into the chat and see what y'all saying real quick, and then I'll come back. Let me see. I'll start from the top, and then I'll come over here to the TikTok side. I see you, Spy. What's up? What's up, man? Yeah. All right. Let me see. Jump up and down over here. Okay. Let me see. Oh, okay. You said that. All right. Let me go over here. I'm just trying to see where we were at to update where the comments started for this record. Dropped it. Oh, you said I think we were talking about release dates. So you said I dropped mine on election day. Went with blue for a president theme. My promotion was going on the campaign trail, so that's pretty cool. And then what do you say, DJ? Send a song, you know what I'm saying? Tell me if it's trash or fire. That's what we do, my brother. That's what we do. Let me see. And then if you get, you know what I'm saying, never mind. I don't know what you was talking about. Oh yeah, you said yes, it's called Still Vibing, the album. Okay, so you were talking about that. Okay, laying down. Hold on. I'm trying to get there. Relax, y'all. All right. Let me see. Beat raw. Okay, here's where it is, right? So no, Sidham was like, beats raw, right? And no, he said beats dope, and then B. Lou said beats raw might would have cut vocal up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, beat overpowering the lyrics. I agree with that. Let's see. He said I feel the energy is a little off for what the beat needs, like the delivery isn't strongest the entire time, but some of it works and the hook needs some work. It might just be, you know, the mix because of it. And then sounds, you know, a little raw. I mean, to be honest, man, I usually like longer songs, but I would have shortened it. I probably would have shortened it. And or why did you not make this a cipher? You know what I'm saying? You guys essentially just went for like 6 minutes straight, right? Didn't want to let anybody else have it. Like, do you know what would have been? It would have been dope to see different artists attack that beat, and of course headlined by or curated by you, right? You being able to pick the artists who get in there and, you know, do the damn thing or whatnot, and it's still, you know, possible or whatnot. You guys still can essentially remix it if you want to do that, or, you know, perfect it, as I am saying. I feel like you guys can definitely do better. That's just my opinion. And you said Superphone keeps auto-correcting, or, you know what I'm saying, and I agree with that. Said I say 7, didn't hear the hotel thing, you know what I'm saying, till it was delivered. Greasy said, it said like a long run-on sentence. Sometimes the chorus had dubs and sometimes it didn't. Yeah. Where did all these comments just randomly popped up out of nowhere? And then 6, cause the beat's so raw, man. Listen, a good beat will get you far, right? But, you know, you never want. I'll put it like this, right? Most people, if they start telling you how they think about your record with the beat is nice, that means that gets most of the score so far right now, right? And everything else still needs potentially a little bit of work, right? And again, we basically want you, whoever's hopping on any beat, to basically rip it better than any of us can, right? You don't ever want any of us to feel like we could hop on the beat better than you could, or so and so would do this better than whatever, man. Like, everyone's in competition when, you know, there's a dope beat at hand, and all you ever have to do is be that first line in defense, right? That means be a producer's best friend. That means if I produce the beat and whatever I'm hearing, I should feel like I should have paid you to hop on my beat. You know what I mean? That I think the conversation is over. That's exactly what we, you know, all initially feel like, right? Like, essentially, if there's an artist and we produce like our best beat, and for some of us who are producers / rappers, man, it's hard for us to give up really dope shit, like, and be like, all right, you know what, I won't hop on this, let me see what somebody else is gonna do, and then maybe they don't handle it the way they're supposed to, and then, you know what I'm saying, then you feel some type of way because you know, you let the spirit of the beat out there, and then the artist you thought was gonna hopefully do the damn thing, they just didn't deliver or whatnot. In that case, also, never be afraid to speak up. If you have a feature on your record that you got on there with you, if they don't come with it, and you feel like, you know, if you basically feel like, okay, if I release this, I'm probably not gonna promote it, you know, or if I do, I'm basically gonna only kind of want people to play my part and stuff. If that ever happens, always speak up, man. Let the artist have the opportunity to kind of come back better if possible, and, you know, do the damn thing. And if they don't, like, you know, it kind of is what it is, right? Like, either take them off the record, or you end up kind of like taking that freaking loss of, you know, just not really feeling like it's something that you want people to always kind of freaking hear or whatnot. You know, please, by all means. Now, when you say welcome all in, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Vegan Sprite, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate the like, support, and thank you for the follow, G6, you know what I'm saying? I see you. Let me see. So Triumph was that shit, man. I'm telling you, listen, understand, people don't know, okay? Right? When hip hop was very dominant in the culture, okay? That means when there wasn't really, like, mainstream was still like hip hop. You would still hear what felt like mixtape records on the radio. And when I say mixtape records this time, I don't mean like industry beats, other artists on industry beats still on there. What I mean is, like, again, Triumph was on the radio, right? Like, DMX had records, not just Party Up was on there and stuff like that. We had records that weren't always for the club that were there, you know what I'm saying? Jada Kiss and the Lox, like, they barely made, you know, records for the freaking club or whatnot. So, you know, they were able to have that longevity within the game, still release dope records, still do records for the ladies and not half-ass their verses and shit like that. Like, it was about the lyrics, still making sure that you had your own style, and like, just everything. You got to know what it meant growing up as a kid, and everybody being original, everybody spitting bars or whatnot. So that meant when we go, okay, we want to take this serious and get into the shit, we basically knew that same thing. Oh, I got to be original. I have to make sure that I have my own style, tell my own story, get in there, make sure I work with, you know, hopefully my own producer, or learn how to make my own beats and, you know, create things, you know what I'm saying, from scratch or whatnot. Now, of course, we are dealing with AI on the freaking side as well. Now we got to compete with that, and artists or producers who, like, basically use AI to do half the freaking work or whatnot, right? I'm never going to be comfortable with that, right? No matter what industry it is, like with AI, I feel like the whole point of what a lot of us do is getting that blood, sweat, and tears in, doing that work. You should want to let me sit down and figure out what I should spit to this verse. Let me figure out what this beat should do or whatnot. Let me actually work with an artist or whatnot. And again, I said before, if you guys can, for those that do kind of utilize AI out there, I plead with you to put out a post if you can first, right? Just telling artists, producers, whatever, tell people what you need and give it a week, right? Let people have the opportunity to help you with whatever that situation might be, because some people will be popping out of the woodworks, you know what I'm saying, free and or, you know, maybe of purchase or whatnot, but you'll get a lot of good talented people and you'll be able to work with real artists. Because the moment, I'm telling you right now, the moment that any of you say anything you do is done by AI, anything, if it's the beat, if it's the mix, if it's, you know, the album cover and stuff like that, everything that people might have felt that was dope about it or you kind of go out the door, because they go, ah, man, you know, a producer could have got paid for that, yada yada yada, you know what I'm saying? Again, they'll like the sound and stuff like that, but it's gonna do a little something. All right, let me go ahead. Yup, it promotes lazy artists. Sadly, it takes away from the art itself. That's what I'm saying. People gotta understand. You know, it meant something to not know how to do all of it and then to figure it out. And now, right, when I make music, if people like something, I literally, like, just think of the difference of feeling the fullness of the compliment, right? Because when somebody actually says, yo, I like this, I like the beat, da 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 da, if you literally did everything right yourself or whatnot, came up with the melody, came up with all the lyrics, performed it, mix and master, like all of these situations, you know, you get to bask in that hard work that basically you took to get there or whatnot, as opposed to, you know, let this thing, you know what I'm saying, do this and, you know, compile. Like, nah, man, don't let anything. I mean, it's the same thing as getting somebody else to write something for you or whatnot. You know, it does happen today and we still criticize that. But, you know, I'll tell you this, I would rather have a, like, in terms of writers, right? I think we accept singers more than like rappers when it comes to that, right? And so I would still rather have a real person write a reference record for a real artist than that real artist get an AI record and then kind of remake that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want there to be that human aspect, you know, to the fullest if possible. All right, let me go ahead and stop this right here, and then we'll get back into the lineup.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain.
Stop that. Again, over the next couple of weeks, we'll be uploading this review. I don't know how far I'm gonna cut it though. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna leave that whole conversation, you know what I'm saying, in there. We'll see. But I want to keep it focused on your song. Let me see what we got next. We're jumping back in the free line.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
All right, let me see what we got next up. I think. All right. Sitem, we got you. Let me go ahead and load it up. You got a YouTube link. And Niglo. I gotta make a playlist, speaking of that. Appreciate the follow. I appreciate the follow. Oh, we got another video. Listen, man, you guys are finally having a lot more videos starting to come through, and I love that, because, you know, I always feel like that's that next step when it comes to artistry or whatnot, right? Let us see you, and you know what I'm saying, how much you love the record that you trying to say, and what kind of visuals you might have. So let me go ahead and load this up the right way. Again, for those of you guys on TikTok, we are also on YouTube and Twitch. If you have a different device that you can also type in with, you will be able to watch the music video in a more traditional fashion while we are watching it and see my reaction. I usually kind of turn you guys around at least so you know that we're watching the video. Yes, there's a thing in the back. That's from YouTube right there. But as you can see, the latency is maybe like 10 seconds or so. Wait, like it's gonna happen in 5, 4. There we go. You see what I'm saying? And so I want you guys to be able to watch things 1, 2, 1. So your choice. I'm gonna turn it around for the video for you guys in just a moment, and then for everybody else.
Yo, check. Non-change with the face palm. Vince Vaughn's been in space lost with his face gone. Still a race cause and a faint yawn. It's his space balls. Stay chill or remain calm. Take pills every day. Nah, I don't take pills. I just.
If I said if it was easy, we all got these questions like who needs me, what's the point in breathing? If all I ever face is back, that's just for being myself. Like every motivated told me to be. See, for me this is not a race, the famous is a way for me to help us who relate to step or make a change. It's not wrong to be in your own lane, so don't worry, I know what it's like to be afraid, which explains why I let the people get inside of my head. Sorry if it is a mess, I promise that I'm trying to do my best to fix it. Don't want a reputation of repetition. Feels as if the more I do, the less I listen. Told of myself more and more, the more the people got my back. Reminded constantly, this is a competition, and the win you got to have the mindset you're the best. Yeah, I don't think that I'm the best. I just focus on myself and let the lyrics do the rest.
Some of the mouth works was not matching up a little bit.
Never let the hate make me lose control. Never cared about what it cost me. I just feel much better when I let it go. If there's one
very professional though, I like the environment.
Don't ever let the devil get a hold of my soul. While the demons continue to haunt me, I just feel much better when I let it go. Lots of days where I feel locked in the cage. Finally in the process of change, new confidence gained. Well, you might have noticed that I've not been the same. Real life presence is often why online I became a ghost of a name. So my focus is aimed to actually grow as a person. Never try to post for the fame, but if I ever blow, just know I always remain that humble guy you listen to before all I'ma say. Whether I make it or don't, I'ma keep going through these pages of notes, writing whenever I feel. So let's pray that it goes in my favor. Might become your next favorite goal is giving praise. Yeah, the gods should be given the most. I'm privileged, but not written no limits. Never judge or pick me, doesn't matter what color your skin is. Only the personality of the person who's in it. That's what makes all the difference. Not the case for most on this earth, though. If there's one thing this world is
where's everybody at? That's my other question.
Never cared about what it costs.
It's like the world ended and you're like the only person there.
If there's one thing this world has taught me, don't ever let the devil get a hold of my soul.
Wait, I think I saw somebody.
I just feel much better when I let it go. Plenty times where I was hanging on by a thread before turning back to a threat when I was ripping off heads of any rapper. I didn't like jumping off the ledge, laying all the way at the bottom just to double check they dead. But the curb sound plus reassurance till them posters left. No chance to play around, but tip to hold your breath. That is your last regret. Use you as an example for who wants to start blasting next. What you got wasn't at my best. That's not a form I wanna be tapping in. Rather be friend, be tapped even if we have to pretend. Demons in my head so battling in if I dabble the pen. So whether or not my mind happens to pen, so snapping again. Seeing no land in the room that I'm in is smooth, so painted every square of an inch. And all the windows are covered by tint. Measurement marked to 100%. See everything, it must come to an end. Don't like it, better toughen up then. Remember when I try to build a covenant beyond some other ish. Took my offer and double did. Don't wait around, cause I'ma come again. If there's one thing this world has taught me, don't ever let the hate make me lose control. Never cared about what it cost me. I just feel much better when I let it go.
Rate this in the chat, 1 to
10. Don't ever let the devil get a hold of my soul.
Rate this in the chat, 2
demons
to
continue to
10.
haunt me. I just feel much better when I let it go.
Gotta rate it. Now the things you gotta like, man, you gotta hate it. It's a lot of time where like people also like want to say freaking. I don't even know if a lot of y'all have gotta whatever. All right, now. First and foremost, let's review this track, man. Well, yeah. So the record, very professional. You know, all the bars, you know what I'm saying, everything, you know, was on point. Like, you know, I felt like you had that conviction. You sound like, you know what I'm saying, an artist or whatnot, right? That's the first step, right? When it comes to us being on a record at all, is we have to sound natural as an artist, right? Because again, if we feel like we're just a person doing a karaoke or someone else's song, or just, you know what I'm saying, just like that person in the car that's rapping or singing the song that they like from another artist, but they're not the artist, like, y'all know what it is, right? If it's that, there's still a lot of more work to be done, and for like people that like believe you or whatnot, right? But I felt the confidence, you know what I'm saying, within there, right? The video also very professional, although there were some parts where it felt like the mouth wasn't, you know what I'm saying, matching up as much for whatever reason. You know, whether you forgot some of the lyrics while you were filming the visual, or just simply didn't sync up the audio and visual right, you know, those are things that I would have definitely you know, fixed or whatnot. You still can do it or whatnot. Like if it's something that now you go, oh shit, yeah, you're right, you know what I mean, like go back, fix it, re-upload it, you know, and if you already have a certain amount of plays and you're like, you know, make it black and white. Make the new one black and white, and then, you know, but just still fix that sync up. But all the visuals were like pro, man, and I'm like, I put it like this: when you can make people wonder where your, you know, video was filmed, you know, you've got some good locations and shots and stuff like that. Because oh my gosh. And that's another reason, just to get back in that conversation, AI one more time, and that's another reason why I like real artistry, right? Real visuals, real you actually being able to go to a location and walk around, stand there, and just be like, oh, yo, where's that? Let me go, you know what I'm saying, see it or whatnot. That looks dope. As opposed to like some AI videos that I have actually seen where, you know, again, the location is not real, some of the people in the video aren't real, like there might not be a real aspect in the video at all. And again, while it's possible, sometimes I think sometimes people don't stop to ask, like, should they do it? Should they do it? Because, you know, it's like I feel like we'll accept certain things, right? We'll accept an animated video with an artist, the likeness of an artist. We can accept a CGI video. Again, in our minds, the work of actually doing the CGI and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, had to be done or whatnot. There are people who like don't know how to do that, right? While AI is still one of those aspects, once again, like there's just something that's off-putting about feeling like, you know, like you can't claim to be the best if you use a tool that basically feels like a let me press the button and everything's done, you know what I'm saying, kind of situation. That's what it, you know, is more like. You know, and that still goes for like the whole getting writers, you know, kind of freaking thing. Whether it's AI or you get somebody to write your stuff, being a true artist has always been like, let me do what I want to do, you know what I'm saying? How would I write? And again, sometimes people do lack in one area or another, right? So again, there are singers who, you know, they really know how to sing, but they just don't know how to write and structure their song or whatnot. So getting somebody to at least help them with that is a good thing. But like, I'll tell you like this, what I love to do with artists or whatnot, because again, I engineer as well, and I love, instead of writing for an artist like completely, because again, I feel like, no, you want the artist to be able to stand on their own. So you let them write what they're gonna do, figure it, and then help them figure out how to structure what they have right, how to basically make what they have better or whatnot, and then teach them how to think like, you know, like a little bit better in terms of where they place things or whatnot, right? Once you do that, then they can start really thinking and doing better on their own. But if you just literally provide a whole song for someone, you know, that's essentially just, it's no different than you being an actor, right? Playing a role in a movie. The whole thing is written out completely for you unless they say improvise, which in that case, you know, you get to put a little bit of yourself in there and stuff like that. But yeah, man. What you said yes, because at some other locations I couldn't hear the song due to the audio they had playing. I'm saying it was too loud, unfortunately, so it made it very difficult. Damn, son. He said raw 8 LMS, you know what I'm saying? And Yuri sounds the same live. That's what's up. Let me see what's up with y'all. And what was dude's name and stuff like that. So it's spelled CIHTYM. All right, let me see if I can type that in the chat. I'll type the name and the song title. But if you head on over to our YouTube site as well, I can post the video, and then you can check out that song directly. Hold on, let me post that over there, and then I'll also do the same on the talk. I do the fame on the talk. I do the fame, do the fame on the talk. I do the fame, do the same on the talk. I do the fame. Shout out to Zephyr. All right. Okay. And that was called Taught Me. I mean, honestly, wait, did I write it right? No, it's amazing at what you can do sometimes just as one person, right? You know what I mean? And I mean, the aspect though is often you still need, you know, that person to sort of like walk with you or whatnot and film it. Even though, like, yes, maybe you could place the camera in certain places and stuff like that, but I feel like you know, when you get the right shots, and like the more that you can do, right? If you have something that can move, if you have a drone essentially, right, that can sort of like fly up, get some overhead shots and stuff like that, you know, things that people have seen but like they don't always technically see, even though there's a lot of people who will, you know, have access to those, but it's still always cool when you see it. And then certain effects added to videos as well, right? It's all about still making people wonder how you did something. Like I never really looked up, you know, essentially like how, you know, some artists will do the videos where they'll like they'll change the color of the sky and the trees, you know what I'm saying, only, and everything else is, you know, normal color. Or again, if you were to do only certain objects, as you know, anything that's red, you know, pops up, but everything else is black and white, you know what I'm saying? Just dope things like that visually. You know, the, you know, even as simple as people who do skits, I always wonder how they talk to themselves wearing different outfits, right? And I'm always wondering, like, so did you record one half? Did you record like one whole half as just the first person, and then record the second half, you know, wearing the second thing as the second person, and then cut it together? Or did you literally say one thing, all right, and then say the second thing, and then have to keep moving, you know what I'm saying, back and forth. Like, I'm always wondering, like, what is the technique and stuff like that. And it's a good thing to wonder, because that means it is something freaking dope or whatnot. You guys have a great night. Yep, you too as well. All right, let's go ahead and hop back into the free line. You already know what it is.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
Appreciate you guys for being here. If you do want to skip line, first 10 skips will be automatically a skipping clip, and we will record and upload it to our several platforms, you know what I'm saying, over the next few weeks and stuff like that. So you guys will be the slew of content that people will see everywhere. Hey, don't get excited. No, do get excited. All right now. Let me see. Flowboy Shouties wreck the beat challenge, man. Let me see what you done did. Let me see what you done did. Let me see what you done did.
Check in the bag. You sure something in? You say you got money. Why you can't spend? Check in the bag. You know I got that loud. You can smell before you see it. You don't even
what up, Sans?
Check in the bag.
Sans.
You sure something in it? You say you got money. Why you can't spend? Check in the bag. You know I got that loud.
Why is it so low? Why is it so low?
Even had to check in. I hate to bust your bubble, but that's not it. 23 for Jordan. Add 5 in copper zip. Slave master whip. Got cotton in the seat. Engine in the hood race. Trunk got beat. Everybody around me.
It's kind of low, flow boy.
Barbecue and guns in the Kansas City street. The younger buck, yeah, on the hip keep a 30. Call it growing pains, extendo gon' hurt. Nigga, I'm a boss, you know I'm gon' work him. I'm a killer shitty nigga, fuck that talking nigga show. Your bitch tryna blow me, but I'm gone in the wind. Money going around, you know I like to spin. If we stay connected, the front will be the end. It's only gonna finish if we lay this shit out. Check me out, like the grocery line at the end. I'm check in the bag. You sure something in? You say you got money. Why you can't spend? Check in the bag. You know I got that loud. You can smell before you see it. You don't even have to check in the bag. You sure something in? You say you got money. Why you can't
went off a little bit there.
You know I got that loud. You can smell before you see it. You don't even have to check in the bag.
Check in the bag. All of y'all freaking, I don't even know what to do when I'm reading, making it, shaking it, there, kicking it. Kind of confused though. Cause your Flowboy Shouty, right? Hold on, man. Let me make sure that that was what we were supposed to play right quick before I say anything, man. Cause
check in the bag.
Yeah, what the freak? So then, but why does it seem like it was uploaded by Celosta or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to figure out how that's the thing. Anyways, the record is freaking low, right? You know what I'm saying? Need to turn it up, you know, in general or whatnot, right? Because essentially, like, we have no choice, right? Like, with the volume is where it's at. We turn it up to 100 and you know, it doesn't go any louder than that. We can still hear what you did to the record. And I thought you have, you know, a decent style. Like, this is one of the better records that I think I've, you know, heard you on outside of, you know, just the mixing and a little bit of work. It is, of course, a little bit of a challenge, I guess. So it's not a, you know, standard, you know, overall record. And I'll predict that there will be some who will feel like your the delivery might be a little bit too slow or whatnot. But, you know, I'm always someone who thinks that, again, if you have the right mix and everything and the right whole sound situation, and yeah, like of course, if any artist gets on a record and switches it up when it comes to their flow, the certain energy that they use, even the beat sort of like changing at some point or whatnot, all those aspects will make people, want to, or just, it'll allow them to see more of what you can do, right? And I don't know about you, but I know for a fact, okay, here's the kicker. Not everybody watches or listens to the same things that you do. That goes for everybody, right? Like quite literally. I'm telling you this right freaking now. That means there are some people who they will only hear that artist once and never again, right? Like certain people have released whole albums and they really haven't checked them out. They're just, not a fan, haven't heard anything, or literally haven't heard anything yet, so they haven't really been able to be sucked into that artistry. And so if I only have one song ever that gets heard by any person, I want to be able to show people many things that I can do on that same record, right? So that really requires just being able to switch up, the flow, where you go a little bit, every, a couple of bars or so or whatnot. And again, if you want to stay in a sort of like same, area or whatnot, it just means you're trying to create a little bit of a vibe, just some, for people to have, a little consistency too, in that way. But again, the non-switching it up will always kind of make people want more, or again, just think that's all you can. Imagine the person out there who's only heard T.I.'s Whatever You Like. All right. Let me. How about whatever? I don't even remember the song on Wayne's new album where he was, was a more alternative kind of rock song or something like that. But that one, imagine that being someone's first exposure to Wayne. You know what I'm saying? And like again, it really depends on what they like essentially. But I mean, I think about that with every record, right? Like somebody is going to listen to this version of me for the first time. So if I gotta do something, I always want to be happy with it. I basically got to a point where I said, all right, I don't want to make any record where if I tell somebody I rap and they go to my Spotify that I have to tell them to go to the next song, right? We never should have to do, that essentially. People should be able to put our shit on shuffle. That should be the challenge. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, like, I don't know how to do that. Should we have people do it or should we do it or whatnot, right? We should literally have people like do a challenge where they just go to our Spotify or something like that, put it on shuffle, and then, whatever the first song that they hear, give their initial, reaction and feedback or whatnot. And again, that first song, we never know what someone is essentially going to hear. But you can only hope. All right, let me go get back into the free line. Back into the free line. Matter of fact, I don't even think it's actually gonna be fine. You said, oh, C-Luster recorded it. Did he upload and stuff like that? You said that's little bro and stuff like that. Like real family, or like that's the homie type shit, or like, cause that's dope. You been a part of it. Like I knew you before C-Luster. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all family, that is. Shout out to freaking Dylan, who was like, I like this one, you know what I'm saying? So there you go. Give him a free ticket to your concert right there. Let me see where we're at.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep when I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you been born. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
When I was 5, I was not 5. But here's the thing though, too. Last thing I want to say though, maybe don't send a YouTube short. YouTube shorts, TikToks, like all those things, like I feel like they lower the quality of whatever the thing is that y'all sending. So I don't think it's ever gonna be the best, you know, situation. If anything, like an MP3 and or Wave are the two best, outside of, like, you know, the true test, which is like Spotify or something like that. You know, Spotify and YouTube are two situations, right? Again, if the volume is extremely low and we're like literally wanting to turn it up, but we can't turn it up anymore or whatnot, YouTube and Spotify will have those things. But YouTube does have a thing where they'll literally cut your record down if the mix was maybe way too loud or something like that, right? That's not what I'm guessing happened though. But we'd be surprised, am I right? You said it kind of automatically makes them short sometimes. Oh, you know what? You are right. And so at that, but then that means that you still got to get the main video done. All right, JC.
It's time to even these motherfuckers out. It's Steffi, baby. Creating problems out of nothing. Just see your sad ass and try and feel something. Inventing fairy tales you lost in Neverland. Dreaming that I'd reach down to hold your hand. Delusion so thick your lies got BBLs. Thought I wouldn't call that shit out. Well, I've been keeping quiet notes on your bullshit. You stay losing homies cause they ain't having it. Let's keep the fade hushed, I got real compassion. Keep my name off your tongue unless you want that action. Crashing out, I seen it coming for a long time. And I ain't coming with you, them problems ain't mine. Asking for loyalty while you manufacture stories. That's so silly. I ain't with you or all your sorries, you can miss me. I know my circle and my purpose, I'm too locked in. You ain't in it or with it, don't test me again.
JCUD.
There's a light sometimes you want to
We about to show everybody.
I've been steady eating all beats. Almost so much that I never get no sleep. Up street, trying to even it out, but never getting no peace. It's something that I never wanted anyway. For all day, so I'll say what I gotta say. But most of the time, you never gotta say nothing. Cause I ain't fucking with you and you ain't in the picture. I'm fucked in the head and lines are broke up on the mirror. I'm back at the corner store and grabbing another 40. So what's in the picture for me if I ain't never gotta get up? It's like a setup and I gotta get it. It's something that I'm never hidden. It's staying hidden within this mind. It's never getting out of this mind. Because my mind is always stuck and bitten. Prison minds are always the same. They never stop forbidden. Even out your ways if you wanna get a chance to win this. I'm so impressed with myself for even admitting the change is coming and it will even it out for everyone to fit in. So go ahead and get it while you get it.
They say get in where you fit in. I admit I never did that. To the mob got me only place I ever fit at. Real, recognize real. I could spot a fake too. Something like a bitch. Something about the way that they move. The mob moving silent nightmare when I debut. How you gonna turn after everything I gave you? Now you gonna burn after all I probably made you. How you gonna earn when you only fake your way through? Between me, you and Jesus, I ain't got the patience for fake friends. Never asking how my day when it's all about you. But the shit's about to even out. I'm calling bullshit, cause I call it how I see it now. The soft in me was seeping out. The monster in my demons now. A part of me I keep around. The harness off the leashes now. The barbers on the BS. They call me gon' be piecing out. The mob in this. You be surrounded. Probably just a need a counseling about this though. Going full retarded, I got Down syndrome. You don't want no part of it, we'll bounce then, ho. You on my radar, I'm in about phase 4. I find a grave plot for you, that's the mountain state for you. Full of forest, and you know he wasn't here to see the foliage. It's something more felonious, a hole to dig. You know how many foes are here below me, bitch? None. Quick run, cause you know that he was only kidding. Wasn't he? Let's fucking see how many people come up missing. More than I could ever count, and most of them are never found. Really wanna find out, come up here and up around. Most of them been dead a while, a resting place for pedophiles. Not that they admitted it, I really had to beat it out. And what's it supposed to be about? Oh yeah, so let God and Satan even out the rest.
Alright, I do feel like you know, last artist, you know, came with it. In terms of, you know, structure, how they rhymed, like I feel like they felt it the best. But like for whatever reason, their vocals were panned a little bit more to the right and stuff like that. And like just for, you know, mixing advice, man. You know, when it comes to the main vocals of any of the records you guys are recording, never move them. All right, do not move the main vocal of whatever you're doing, like anywhere. Keep it right in the middle. Anything else that you add, like, is pretty much, you know, free game or whatnot. But you know, you want to keep it balanced and stuff. So if you add something to the left side, add something to the right side, so you can have, you know, a surround sound, you know, kind of feel when you pan it in that direction, you know what I'm saying, as well. You know, but it'll feel kind of weird, you know, if that main vocal is, you know, just kind of where it's at. I like the underground hip hop feel of this beat, and you know, overall there's just like still elements that needed work. The second artist, I think it at the first half, it felt like he was like, he had a good style, but it felt like, you know, he was taking a bit to finally get into a, like, okay, let me rhyme with some shit now. And I was like, wait, what is he even rhyming with? Where is he going with this? And then he, you know, came up with stuff. And of course, the bread and butter of it all in the cup, Miss Steph JK. You know, like, I'm honored that, you know, just as a female artist, you know, you wanna get on some underground, you know, hip hop stuff. Again, it's refreshing as we have like an Ice Spice and a freaking Sexy Red, and like, you know, just that I've never favored as much or whatnot. Like, I still really want to hear you know, artists rap or whatnot. And man, what's her name? Like, there are artists from the community that are some of my favorite, but then there's also, I'm trying to think of what's her name. I did a reaction to one of her freaking things, and I can't remember what her name. Oh, Beans, man. See, like, Beans, you know, consistent every time, right? Gets in there always with the bars, always with some straight hip hop shit. And like, I had seen her for a very long time, just like, you know, continuing to go ham, you know what I'm saying, on IG before she even, you know, way down the line hit the, like, the Netflix you know, situation and all that. But it was, you know, dope to just see it in that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the free line, I appreciate you guys for being here or whatnot. Try to be as patient as freaking possible. We're trying to cut through that as fast as we can. However, ever, if you don't want to wait.
Yo, nonsense and Sir Mike, this song's gonna burn like some hot sauce from Hot Ones in your eyes. Birdman will talk to an actual bird like, I'm gonna chew through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put you where actual worms lie. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view. When I'm cool, better act like you surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries.
Keep in mind that if we reach 100, 200, or 300, you guys also have the ability to win free skips, free beats, free mixes and masters, free interviews on the show, and many more.
You think the theme is cool?
So if we do get there. And there are, in terms of the recorded review ones, we have like 9 slots left or whatnot. So I gotta update that. Hold on. I gotta update that. A lot of freaking times people make a song once and never update tracks. But listen. Hold on, my friend. Ooh. Here's Johnny with nothing more. Listen, I'ma like try to not fall on the fucking floor.
Here's Johnny.
There's nothing more.
Let me
Yeah, well, I tell him. The
the end of the saga. Medicine drama, medicine product. Tax pay like I invented the dollar. Collect back pay or send them to Allah. 45 put dents in your armor. Each sentence is lava. Benihana meets Wheel of Fortune. Made a meal off pills, might kill him for it. I'm feeling morbid if you feel important. You speak with nil importance. I'm here to instill an ordinance. Build with force stack killing forces. Black Nike gat sighting. Fiends crack lighting. BCs and G stack signing. Bad minded, path guided through rash climates. Ended this story, the rats dying. 3 blind mice had bad timing. Such a sad sighting. Heard them rap writings. Flows exciting as sap drying. Why lie, kid? There's nothing more to this masterpiece. Never let the passion cease. Galactic beats, good on the return like
That's
cash
it, Johnny,
receipts.
always.
Run yards like Lamar Jackson's feet.
What
There's
up, Danny
nothing
Ray?
more to this masterpiece. Never let the passion cease. Galactic beats, good on the return like cash receipts. Run yards like Lamar Jackson's feet. Get it with the big gun. Go home and get my dick sucked. Babe wants some tits rubbed. My J on his 5th dub. Should've copped the Graham OG on the pots and pans. Plug got a block of 10 and Brody just left the doctor man on corners like shopping stands with contraband. Till my corner office exam, shop the demand to demanders. If it was your plan to slander, can you pander? Or your team have to change names like the Commanders. The blam and majesty, family man actually blast a piece, burn out your gut like swallowing batteries. Jack a D for his earnings, recipe for a burning. Johnny Lee with the wordage. Y'all are fleas and vermin that complete the circus. You weak and nervous. I can squeeze and squirt it, then act like a decent person.
Matter of fact, y'all, I will squeeze them. Oh, something. Lazy. Nah, dog, listen, I'm over. Nope, I ain't had my chance.
Dorky.com has all kinds of stakes.
Oh, Danny Ray sent a 2-song back to bait. So we got Danny Ray coming up. Wait, how the freak? Man. Oh, okay, I guess my freaking... How is my freaking computer clock behind and in my... Anyways, straight freaking hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Bars galore, of course. Hold on, let me just go ahead and write that thing. I mean, we'll just put here's Johnny for now, so you guys would have known. So I'll explain. Here's Johnny to the freaking chat. Here's Johnny, straight freaking hip hop, 90s esque, right? Straight bars. I always consider him like a battle rapper that just, you know, gets on tracks and just, you know, goes ham or whatnot, right? The beats he picks and chooses are very much abstract or whatnot, right? Something that is kind of very interesting. Sometimes we'll have a singer or a voice that will still, you know, be accompanied on it or whatnot. Things that normally for certain other artists they probably would, you know, leave behind, you know, beat wise or whatnot. But I feel like with the fact that he just gets in there and bars it up, right? He makes it a little bit more palatable. Then, you know, there were many times where I said, like, you know, man, you need where the choruses, right? Choruses are the bread and butter of making a song, right? It's the thing that will allow people to be reminded of what the song title was, and the, you know, for if you're trying to tell someone else about the song, right? There's only certain aspects that you can go with, right? Maybe a certain line or something, the chorus itself, or the beat. In this case, man, oh, remember that song from yesterday? Yes, yes, yes. Like you'll remember that for freaking sure or whatnot. But that's just about, that doesn't tell you what the name of the song is or whatnot, right? And so, you know, I always think about that. Then I realized, you know what? So if he considers himself a mixtape artist, right? If you listen to like some of the classic mixtapes, I'm talking like Funk Flex, K-Slay, you know, with all the artists that they would get, whether it was like Cameron, Jay-Z, DMX, right? Some artists would have full songs. Others would have like, let me just kind of freestyle to this beat kind of situation or whatnot. And, you know, whether it was written or off top, right? And it would get on there, do a little something or whatnot, and you know, it may just be quick. It may not have an actual chorus because it's not supposed to be a song for them. It's a little bit of like just a freestyle. And so I started looking at it a little bit like that, right? I sometimes get other artists who try to do short records as well, and I don't get that feeling. I get the feeling that you guys are just trying to rush in and out of a track to get to the next one, and you know, hoping that any of the songs you do will pop off, and then you know, vice versa. But like, look, I mean, we can get into the whole conversation, but we'll be here forever. Just know that the whole short attention span thing is a cap, we'll just say, right? People will embrace a full record if you do the job, right? So only if you're boring, repetitive, and nobody likes you do they accept you having your 1 minute to 2 minute records. Just put that in your heads. So if anybody's ever been okay with you doing what you did and only having a minute or two, that's why they're okay with it, because you didn't do much to begin with anyways. So if you know that, you know, you should literally have that you know, battery in your back right now to go like, yo, no, I need to go ham. I need to impress people. I need to, you know, not just try to create a little something and get out. Sometimes, again, it's the producer. I blame them. Or sometimes just like, you know, only providing you with a certain amount of beat and maybe not much to sort of like go and do a few things or whatnot. You said it's like an Action Bronson, New York sort of thing. Yeah, exactly. 100%. 100%. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that was like, okay, word. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And Sins was like, I like this now. You know what I'm saying? And I think I first said that the beat calls for some smooth shit or whatnot. But yeah, he settled on in. He settled on in. Now, so what did you say? So Action Bronson and Ghostface Killer, and here's Johnny on the track. I think I need that.
I just need you to. Can you please just go? We all need pizza, so I make weird music. I got pizza if you need them. PayPal me. You see me on the playground, just yeah, I'm a dork, but I stay grounded. They call me in cause I stay clouded. You wanna stay down then?
Alright. I mean, you sent a 2 song, but then you were like, can't decide, you pick, Elevated is faster, and I believe, why am I picking if both of them are here, bro? I got them both. I got them both in my whatever. Let me add this. Let me add this. A lot of freaking times, man, you mad at your ex-man because he had kiss. One freaking mad chick freaking I don't know if like you could make him disappear like it was magic. Randomly popping them randomly. Now you already know what it is, man. Listen, you are now watching the review of Danny Ray with song.
Started from the bottom, now we on top.
It's called Elevated High.
Money in the bank, got that game on lock. Haters gonna hate, but we still rock. Diamonds on my wrist, shining so bright. Living in the moment every single night. Got the squad with me, we taking fly. Elevated high, yeah, living that life. Living life fast, no slowing down. Chasing dreams, we on the ground. Elevated high, never hit the ground. With the high, we wear the crown. Elevated so high, ain't coming down. Worth the high, we run this town. Sky's the limit, we touch the clouds. Elevated so high, we ain't coming down. Fast cars, bright lights, we on the scene. Living like kings, living the dream. Every move we make, it's so pristine. Elevated high, with a winning team. From the streets to the penthouse views, breaking all the rules, making our own rules. Every step we take, we choose. Elevated high, refuse to lose. Neon light, city nights, we're in control. Hard Elevated high, yeah, reaching our goal. Living life fast, no slowing down. Chasing dreams, we on the ground. Elevated high, never hit the ground. With the high, we wear the crown. Elevated so high, ain't coming down. Worth the high, we run this team. Start to limit. We touch the clouds. Elevated so high, we ain't coming down.
You ain't even coming down. There's another time where a lot of people need to go and move to another town, and everybody knows that I freaking want to never ever be scared of a clown, but it was a freaking scary movie. That's it. Get an echo. Movie. Why didn't that rhyme in there? So nice. All right, so first of two records from Danny Ray. This one is called Elevated High, and you know, like, listen, you know my advice, right? I always say never be monotone on a record, right? What is the definition of monotone for those who don't know? I mean, it's really when you sort of either rap or sing things in, like, hold on. When you rap or sing things in, like, just like a steady, just like low tone, right? That, and it barely changes or whatnot. So in this case, it really did feel like you were like a robot without auto-tune, you know, just like, or an alien or something, whatever you want to describe as, just like, hey, I don't know what I'm gonna do because I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? But like, think about it. This is what I need you to think about, right? If you were having a conversation with someone right now, this is why and I've said this before to you, if you were having a conversation with somebody right now, there's no way you're talking to them like that. You're like, man, why is she doing that? There's no way that you're talking to them and, you know, hey, what are you doing? Oh, mom, do you need me to take out the trash? You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like sometimes just figuring out how to get in to the right tones, just like, and feeling what you're saying on the record, so that like we can get in there and really believe it or whatnot, right? And it almost feels like you might have wanted to do melodies in there, but like you kind of fought against it or something, you know. And I think it would really elevate the track a little bit more, just knowing what to sing. Again, this is one of those occasions where, like, again, if I was in the studio with you, then I would try to help guide your tones in the right place and stuff like that, right? You know what I'm saying? Because again, you always have something there. There are certain places where things need work, but the feeling, you know, it's just, you know, absent with that sort of, you know, tone that you have. The beat though is dope, man. The beat is dope. You're getting better at the beat selection. I want to see you get in this and, you know, really tear the new asshole or whatnot. Again, I know what you can do. Do you know what you can do? I don't think you know what you can do. I don't think. Does she know? Does she know what she can do? Okay. They say she know what she can do. They say she know what she can do. Okay. All right then. Then she get better come back to the show. Oh well, she got another one, so we're gonna put this one in right here. This one, ironically, the next one is called Alien. So I don't know if that's gonna help. You know what I'm saying? Any bit or whatnot. Should the one we just listened to should have been called Alien. That probably would have made a little bit more sense. Then I would have been thinking about the video as if you were an alien, you know, and you've come to meet our leader, and that's the video. Hello, and welcome to the planet. Yo. Everyone knows that they don't wanna do. So yeah, let's see those melodies on that. Let's see where you go with this. Yeah. Where she about to go with the shit? Hey, I just wanna be able to say it's so hot. I'ma probably need another soda and shit. I don't know what the hell I'm about to do. Never have been to another colder and shit. I don't know.
Dark side, light this bitch up.
Yo, landed in the city, spaceship. just get swerved. Not a human, no shame. Not a spirit, I'm gay. Not a demon, ain't playing. No way, no feeling, I'm an alien. They stare, they whisper, ain't seen nothing like me. Got that galaxy in my eyes, eternally free. Cruising through the streets, invisible ride, leaving vapor trails in the dead of the night. Got that lunar glow shining on my skin, feeling the face drop. Let the chaos begin. They can't comprehend the world I come from. Too busy chasing dreams while I'm beating the drum. Not a human, no shame. Not a spirit, I'm gay. Not a demon, ain't playing. No way, no feeling, I'm an alien.
I feel like this one might be a little slow for people.
No shame, not a spirit, I'm gay. Not a demon, ain't playing. No way, no feeling, I'm an alien. Shattering the norm, bending all the rules, breaking through the matrix, playing cosmic cool. Got that stardust flow, never gonna fade.
Bruh.
Alien presence, forever unafraid.
Okay, see, I felt like there you were trying to do more melodies and stuff a little bit.
Cosmos, feeling the vibe, got the meteor shower. Watch the stars collide, humans try to
The variation
reach,
helps, I'm telling you.
Can't touch my zone, alien empire. Standing here alone, got that solar flare burning in my soul. Transcending dimensions, taking full control. They living in the past, I'm the future now. Alien prophecy, watch me with a crown. Not a human, no shame. Not a human, not a spirit, I'm gay. Not a demon, ain't playing. No way, no feeling, I'm an alien. Not a human, no shame. Not a spirit, I'm gay. Not a demon, ain't playing. No way, no feeling, I'm an alien.
A lot of freaking people wanna get it. A lot of times I don't know what the hell I'ma do, but when you freaking get up on the freaking track, you committed. And all right, Danny Ray with Alien. So I think you know where I'm gonna go with this one. You know what I'm saying, right here, right? It's like there's a certain aspect, you know, with what you have here, and I feel like even if the beat is slow, if you would have rapped a little bit faster, right? If you get in there like Tech 9, Twista, and Crazy Bone, you know, you know what I'm saying? You're able to get in there at a fast pace. A slow beat is just fine, but if you attack a slow beat slow, now it feels like we in the desert. We trying to get back home. We don't know where at least a pool or a lake or something at, and we exhausted. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So every time we hear a slow record or a fast record, if it feels, you know, too much in one way, right? We always give you the sort of ability to hear yourself. If you were to sort of, you know, loosely kind of like, you know, maybe speed it up. Right? If you have it at this speed,
from the start, looking up, watching from there, cars walking through the shadows. Neon lights,
now we can do this.
Sipping on that syrup,
Okay.
Extraterrestrial flow inside of this world. Humans try to
You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm back in it. I'm rapping it. There's a lot of times where a lot of people freaking had never freaking ever seen a freaking black midget to the day that they went away. I didn't even know what they had to say, what they can flow, and then you know what I'm saying? See, I did a better job at that speed than the freaking slower one, because when you go in the slower one, I feel like there's too much. Again, you gotta do it at a certain sort of speed or whatnot. But I mean, bread and butter of this one was like being able to hear you actually, for whatever reason, you finally switched it, you know, and got in there with some more of the melodies or whatnot, right? It just takes that knowing when to sort of do that, but also knowing that some of it should be added as well to, you know, the chorus. You know, like if you know sort of like what to do there. Again, like I'm in my mind, like it's something that I would experiment around with and, you know, try to figure it out or whatnot. But just always think, if you do anything melodically on a record, imagine like real singers also singing along, or, you know, just trying to do a little bit of a cover or something like that. No problem. You see, you wanted it trippy, slow, whatnot. Yeah, I see you, man.
They scared, they whisper, ain't seen nothing. Like we got that galaxy. Cruising through the streets, invisible, right? Leaving paper trails in the dead of the night.
People wouldn't know what to do with themselves if you had it at that speed, man.
Help! Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
Alright, let me go ahead and stop this. Excuse me, mister. Are you Mr. Pajama? Bro, if you don't stop asking me, man. Listen, if you want to see Mr. Pajama, you got to set up a meeting. Okay. And then give me $50 or something. But yes. It is all coming together now. Where'd you guys come from? Let me see. Where's the next track in the free line? We got Rizzy V. Monsieur Rizzy V. It is 10:59 for y'all. Listen, it's officially summer. School's out for summer. I don't have the song, so I can't play it. And also, it's copywritten, so.
RP Zellion, RP money. Walking in, I got this chip on my body. Try to run up, I got killers beside me. Niggas swim once, then they'll do it again. Don't call me brother, that shit is pretend. I don't call friends, bitch, I'm counting these M's. I don't want friends, I want robberies. Smoking on gas and biscotti. Fuck you crying for, I don't say sorry. That's you, I give a fuck, I say Holly. You cuss me once, so you'll do it again. Devil is knocking, I can't let him in. Chillin' with blood, it's me and my twin. I need to repent, got too many sins. I can't sleep at night and sung it real bad. I'm popping these pills, it's kicking my ass. He saying he pressed me, I sit back and laugh. He hides a bitch, start smoking that gas. Said the wrong thing and then nigga get blast. I live in the future, don't live in the past. I heard his mixtape, that shit was trash. It was trash. I stay on the go, move road running. Niggas stay there, bring heat, bitch, I bring thunder. I lost my brother, can't go under. Why do get people suffer? Shit, I wonder. All my life, real shit. I had a fight, only listen to who can relate. You ain't been what I've been through, don't give me advice. I'm doing wrong, but I'm feeling right. Pour up a deuce in this cup tonight. Days get dark, fuck it, I take it. I know at the end of the tunnel there's light. Had to cut a slave so just to flourish. Shit, I caught the Hellcat of the yours. Fuck opinion, all these niggas is boring. Play the music in, then I start snoring. I don't be on side, boy, niggas is lying. Cause I leave the house every day. I'm respected, might be a hood legend. I step on the block and that shit a parade. On gang, on gang, on gang, on gang. Can't hate, they different, not the same. When I hit him, in his brain. Thank you, Tory, stay in your lane. Dirt or fight, I ain't fucking with lanes.
liking it though.
I be money.
There's another time
I
we
got
can
this
look
chip
at
on my
it.
body. Try to run up, I got killers beside me. Niggas once, then they'll do it again. Don't call me brother, that shit is pretend. I don't got friends, bitch, I'm counting these M's. I don't want friends, go get society. Fuck you crying for, I don't say sorry. That's do I give a fuck, I say holly.
Are you Mr. G?
Stop. I just told you. Let me start you guys in something. I gotta check something. Hold on. Listen, a little bit of a vibe, something freaking just chill. Nothing too much. 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Usually I want things to be around 3 minutes. And you know, anything can, right? Always understand that it's always your job as an artist to really find out how to like basically mix us. No, it's your job to figure out how to extend, you know, a record and still keep people in without them feeling like, you know, they're good. That I'm good looking though, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for trying. You know, it was a good try. It was a good try. Nah, but yeah, man. So far, vocals, everything sound clean as always. So you have a consistency there. Just keep trying and doing what you gotta do. And move that down because I am hot like a mo. Alright, we got Dylan with a guitar beat. You doing this in the garage, man? No.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Oh my gosh, man, what was that? Listen, you cannot just add anything together. I think you'll learn that over time, man. You know what I'm saying? Certain things will, I mean, cause this kind of, you know, reaction or whatnot, right? And I thought it was slightly off to a good start, like in the first second. And then, you know, one thing, an aspect that I always allow you to know is make sure that you get higher quality sounds with whatever you are working with. Although, even if this was higher quality, like and it could just even be in the beginning. Let me fast forward a little bit and see. No. See, like, what? Why would you make that sound so like distorted and small and like it feels like a fly listening to something on some very tiny Beats by Dre headphones or something, man. And that's kind of freaking crazy or whatnot. Well, back in the line, you know, XYKK, my bro.
Time I saw you,
You've been calling, you've been texting, got me second guessing. Was I wrong to move on? What you doing, how you doing, who you doing? Been on my mind for so long. Your questions linger in my head. How you doing in my state? But I'm breaking free from the endless song. It's time to finally close the door, 'cause you've been stringing me along. time I try to breathe, you pull me back so easily. But I'm not falling this time. Oh no. I'm done with chasing the highs and down. Oh, you pull me in and then you shut me out. You said it's love, but play the game.
I was supposed to figure out
Now you're the only one in flames.
what Santa went.
I won't even say a name. You've been dialing, but I won't pick up. Your texts are piling, but it's not enough. You say you changed, but I called your bluff. Thought you had me in your grip, but I let go and jumped the ship. The love we had is turned to dust.
This might be record of the night.
And now I see it clear, because I must. And every time I try to stay, you push my heart further away. But I'm not breaking this time. Oh no.
I feel like this would be on American Idol. American Idol, man, you know when I'm surviving, picking up 90 times when I don't know what to do, but I'm vibing. People are freaking look up in the sky and don't know what the hell they about to do, but you know what to do.
You shut me out. You said it's love, but play the game. Now you're the only one in flames, and I won't even say your name. Don't go going down. Don't say you changed the story's over. Lines are the same. I found my peace and I found my name. I cried my head tears and I found
Good job, good job, good job. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I ain't got no complaints, man. 3 minutes and 52 seconds of record. So you gave us full song. Voice sounded, you know what I'm saying? Smooth and soothing, you know what I'm saying? Within there, you know, felt like something. It honestly felt like we were listening to a like live performance, you know, a little bit. And you know, I appreciate that, right? Again, anytime we can feel like you're, you know, taking the song and artistry, you know, serious, we're really able to be right there with you, right? And again, definitely would love to see the live performance aspect, so
I'm just so hungry, bro, and I really need you.
All right, we got
you didn't show
Cindy.
up. This is something to be bashed for. You didn't show up, bro. I have hunger pains. I don't care about you either. You didn't get.
I used to starve with a smile on my face, huh? Now when I eat, I'm not saving no plate, huh? They used to front, now they copy and paste, huh? Talk like they tough, but they duck face to face, huh? Voice in my head saying kill or be killed. Hard eyes cold, but the passion too real. Never took a hand out, climbed uphill. Blood on my hands, but I love how I feel. Life is a war and I'm ready for death. Tattered with pain, feel it deep in my chest. Every damn bar like a blade to the neck. I'm the one now, fuck whoever's up next. Speak my mind with no repercussions. Talking shit, you better get to running. Find a beat and then I get to gunning. Living legend, bitches jealous cause they nothing. Murder on the mind, murder each beat that I find. Not afraid to fight if you really wanna slide. Little white guys, you just shouldn't fucking ride. Little white lies, the truth will come to light like. Only when I'm riding every letter like a sword off. Cutting through the stars, leaving nothing but a rock off. Never need a stellars, ever done us from the soul dog. Burning through the pages like a ritual that's on God. Bars full of powder, every sound's I go to kick back. Clip for the best, let it spray until the ink's black. Scope from the subject, every topic any pick that. Loaded with the meaning, every round is where I spit facts.
What the freak, you son of a... No.
There can never be too many books, but living without the internet would suck and shit would get weird like too many cooks. If you're always getting robbed, there's too many crooks.
Living without the internet would suck and shit would get weird like too many
People will have everything in their hands and will just sit there sometimes. this right here, my gosh, you went in, you know what I'm saying, every step of the way, every second, you know what I'm saying, within the situation. So we are gonna run this back, but again, man, there's this part of me that wanted you to continue sort of, you know, elevating or whatnot, right? And I appreciate the approach that you took to this or whatnot. You like another artist that I had, I can't remember what song it was, you know what I'm saying, from them, but like, you know, there's an approach now that I'm seeing that's almost like going up and down a mountain or whatnot, right? Where if you're sort of, you know what I'm saying, going up, you're sort of, you know, rapping a little bit slower, and then as you get to the top and then start going down, right? You know, you're starting to roll down the hill, essentially.
I'm so hungry, bro. And I really need you. And you didn't show up. That's something to be bashed for. You didn't show up, bro. I have hunger pains. I don't care about you either. You didn't get.
I used to starve with a smile on my face, huh? Now when I eat, I'm not saving no plate, huh? They used to front, now they copy and paste, huh? Talk like they tough, but they duck face to face, huh? Voice in my head saying kill or be killed. Hard eyes cold, but the passion too real. Never took a hand out, climbed uphill. Blood on my hands, but I love how I feel. Life is a war and I'm ready for death. Tattered with pain for the deep of my chest. Every damn bar like a blade to the neck. I'm the one that fuck whoever's up next. Speak my mind with no repercussions. Talking shit, you better get to running. Find a beat and then I get to gunning. Living legend, bitches jealous cause they nothing. Murder on the mind, murder each beat that I find. Not afraid to fight if you really wanna slide. Lot of white guys, you just shouldn't fucking ride. Lot of white lies, the truth will come to light like. Really when I'm writing every letter like a sword off. Cutting through the silence, leaving nothing but a rock off. Never need a stellars, every done is from the soul dog. Running through the pages like a ritual that's on guard. Bars for the powder, every sound's I go to kick back. Clip for the best, let it spray until the ink's black. Scope from the subject, every topic, any pick that. Loaded with the meaning, every round is where I spit facts.
Man, this would be so fun to like to do something like as a music video, like with Sonic or something. Everybody don't know what the hell everybody can do with it. You and Tyler Tyrant, you know what I'm saying, or somebody on that would be, you know, kind of freaking dope or whatnot. So I appreciate the overall, you know, work that you put into that, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. I do want to hear more, as always, and see what you can do. So with that said, all right, let's jump up in the cusp. Back in the free line. Trying to see how much I can, damn, it's already 11. Time flies by fast like a monkey.
Hey, Nautica.
We got
hear that.
TC, aggressive, with Wrath showing. Yeah, I'm starting to get tired though. I'm starting to get tired, like don't even know if y'all even gonna go get fired. And I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with $1 picking, like people gonna get by and you know you gonna get done. There's $1,000 times. Your mama $1,000. You feeling dissatisfied. Yeah.
My brother T-Weezy up out the county said lately he been going through it, he been going through hell. And I've been trying to fight this pain, but I can't prevail. And all these women want my heart, but I cannot share. Yeah, I don't want no girl, I don't want no chick, cause all she'll do is use me for a couple clicks. I'd rather hop on Twitter, talk to my boy Mitch. He tells me my music's good, gonna be on the Forbes list. I pray one day I make it right and I can see it. Fuck talking about it, know that I'm gonna be it. All these haters talking down, they didn't believe me. Now I'm grinding hard, gotta make the world believe me. And now they see it, and now they know it. Remember all the times they were laughing and joking. Now that they see that the rap's finally showing. Now that they see that the rap's finally showing. Oh, 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 oh. Now that they see that the rap's finally showing. Now that they see that the rap's finally showing. Yeah. Love, They say karma coming back around. He been making songs, he'll be gone for a while. Headphones up, blasting music, praying up to God he clueless. The devil's demons, they be ruthless. He been stuck on the climb, send them calls to decline. They always gotta lie, many years down the drain. Always gotta lie, switch sides. Lost out in the ocean, he barely caught the tide. Full swing in position, gotta rock it out. Blasting bass in the headphones to drown the noise out. Speakers banging loud, praying up to God for some miles. Know the wrath is coming down. Now they see it, now they know it. Remember all them times they were laughing and joking. Now they see that the wrath's finally showing. Now they see that the wrath's finally showing. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now they see that the wrath's finally showing. Now they see that the wrath's finally showing. Now they see that the wrath's finally showing. Now they see that now they see that the wrath's finally showing. Now they see that the wrath's finally showing.
Finally show it. I don't know what the hell I'ma do, but I had something I wrote. I'm finally flowing. I don't even know what the hell I do, but I know that my show is freaking cool, and all of y'all know the way I'm saying. So big salute. I like the piano driven. I like the piano, you know, driven aspect, you know, with this does feel like something, you know, of a live music vibe, meets a little bit of, you know, R&B, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, essentially you do the job of what I usually tell other artists in your genre, and that's to make sure that you actually, you know, treat these records like an R&B artist if you're gonna be melodic at all, right? And you know, obviously there are a lot of other artists who use, you know, a good amount of auto-tune and stuff like that. When you're able to get in there without it and show people what you can do, again, I feel like that's the skill as well. So, you know what I'm saying? Continue to plop yourself in the cusp or whatnot. Let me see what we are going to do or whatnot, because I'm getting tired, man. We'll try to play maybe one more and
Why
play one
not?
more right now.
2 words that can change anything. Why not help find a cure?
And then I may take a break.
Bring it
back
here,
like in an
and even
hour
there.
or something.
We're building the most helpful
if you don't see me in an
AI,
hour, you'll see me in the morning.
so you can inspect 800,000 packages a day,
Oh my
spot
God.
patterns in crime data.
Oh my gosh.
Woo! Gang gang. Pressure. You know we up, nigga. Gang. Gang. Pat me that lighter, nigga.
Okay, here we go.
I'm in the streets every day making moves. Never had patience, so didn't finish school. Play with that game before 5 is gon' pop it. Disrespect me, you gon' end up like Blocker. Keep a strap on me, but fight like I'm rock. Ain't tripping about money, if I want it, I cop it. Bitches be niggas and niggas be hoes. Ain't nothing like a stripper, but keep me a pole. Thought it was over, we back in the lab. We flipping the pack or we selling the half. Come get some work, we got crack like the 80s. Run up on me, I'ma shoot like McGrady. Can't be in my circle, nigga, if you broke. Crush up a 20 if he looking for coke. Whole click rapping, this something like a cipher. Y'all niggas shrinking, I'm swimming like Michael. Grip Popovich, cause I'm making plays. I fuck on your bitch, then bust on her face. Shoot this bitch out, let's make us a movie. Get hit with a chopper, get hit with a Ruger. Pull up like Clay, we don't beef on computers. Give me 50 feet, they thought I was looter. That ain't your nigga, if he ain't put you on. Y'all niggas is weak and we smoking on strong. Yeah, this shit rope, but I go off the dome. GG in the switch, said that shit got me gone. I'm on first base trying to make it to home. Little nigga, we different, you sipping Patron. Smoking on gas and sipping on egg. GPS the location and pick up the pack. If we don't know you, then you gon' get jacked. I say if we don't know you, then you gon' get jacked. Shoot up the party and hop in the Hemi. I'm smoking who 40, got that in my switch. Don't have a clue why these niggas be dissing. Play on my shooter, just me and my pistol. She blow like a flu, you lay up and you kiss her. I don't say nothing, cause that ain't my business. Niggas be capping, just say that you chillin'. Be claiming they killer with 0%. Throw in my hood so you know where to find me. I'm from a place where this shit can get grimy. Yeah, I'm from a place where this shit can get grimy. Bitch.
You finna pay for this shit can get grimy like I don't know what I'ma do, but I'm hoping that all of you freaking alive be behind me and I don't even like know what the hell I'm in this. First off, you did a good job on that one right there. You got a good job. You got a good job on that one. Consistency throughout, some little bit of repetition, you know what I'm saying, within there as well. And all that good stuff, man. Again, my mind is going away. What up, Rob? What's freaking poppin'? Hashtagging that door squad and stuff like that, man. And then you send some and stuff like that too. Did you guys send skips or something like that? Cause I'm on the way out. I was on the way out because my mind is going out. It needs rest apparently. You know what I'm saying? As you proclaim. Hold on, I'm just trying to double check. Everyone knows your mom. I mean, if you send a skip, I will extend the show. And try to wake my brain. But right now, again, I feel like I am of no use. I am of no use to you right now. At this current stage.
Yo, Dork Squad, this is Rick Sanchez telling you to donate 10 flurboas to Cash App $ pay a dork to get your song played fast as shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No. I see you guys either in an hour or like tomorrow or something like that. Like I wanna again just rest up for a bit and then see if I can come back because I'm turd right now. All right, and I gotta work on some stuff anyway. So I will see you guys tomorrow, man. Thank you guys for sitting in today.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is so...
I said up to me what, man? Up to me what? Up to me. Oh, you're talking about whether I come back tonight or tomorrow, man.